All right, Shalom, Israel, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And happy Shabbat, man. To the 12 tribes scattered abroad. Your brothers and sisters didn't know today is the Sabbath day. Today is the Sabbath day of the Lord because the Lord said the Sabbath day is the seventh day of the week. Although, it's people would say it's still Friday, but according to the Bible, Genesis 1:5, when the sun go down, that's when it's a new day. That's a new day when the sun go down, not at 12 o'clock at night. So actually, the Sabbath day will be going on right now. It's really Saturday right now. It was Saturday when it was like, when the sun went down around like 6, that's when it became Saturday. Not at 12 o'clock at night. You got to wait for it to be a new day at 12 o'clock at night. So actually today is the seventh day of the week. So it's the Sabbath. It's the day of rest. You're not supposed to be buying. You're not supposed to be selling. You're not supposed to be working. You're not supposed to be cooking, doing your own pleasures. You're just supposed to be, relaxing. No sex for the adults. You know what I'm saying? Or none of that. No sex because that's a pleasure. None of that. So this is a day that you're just supposed to be relaxing, studying, reading. Brothers should be out laboring. If the Most High called you to do that right now, passing out flyers, making videos, getting to the scriptures. That's what we're supposed to be doing right now on the Shabbat. It's a wonderful day. The Lord loved us so much that He gave us a day. Know what I'm saying? A day to just relax. Just relax from working, all that hard work. Some people got 3 or 4 jobs. You get to relax from that. And get into the scriptures and just relax. People act like it's hard to relax. People be trying to relax on Sundays. They want to do they want to turn up on Fridays and Saturdays, but Sundays they want to relax. No, that's backwards. Saturday is the day you're supposed to be chilling, relaxing, not Sunday. So for to get into this video, it's gonna be a very interesting video. When people hear the topic or the name, they're gonna be like, hold on, what are you talking about? People say Kanye was crazy, and the title says, was slavery really a choice? Was Kanye right? Now we know it's a lot of stuff going on around with Kanye. A lot of stuff he done said we the real Jews. They say he anti-Semitic. It's a lot of stuff. Kanye coming out, saying some things, and he said this a while back. I want to say like two or 3 years ago. He was on an interview, or he was getting interviewed, and he was on there. He said slavery was a choice. Now everybody was on Kanye's head. Everybody was on his head. Like, what is he talking about? Slavery was a choice. We didn't want to go into chains. We didn't let the white man take us. We didn't want him to take us. What are you talking about? Slavery was a choice. That wasn't a choice. We had to do that. They came and conquered us. Slavery was not a choice. Kanye's bugged out. He's crazy. He's weird. He's a weirdo. What is he talking about? That's how a lot of people were saying that, man. But when you get into the scriptures of the Bible, I'm finna prove that. I'm finna show you that what he said, he wasn't wrong. He wasn't wrong. When he says, I can't remember all he said, but when he said slavery was a choice, that statement right there that he made when slavery was a choice, he said slavery was a choice, that was correct. Slavery was a choice. Now you got people tripping. They got people sitting up in their seat. What is he talking about? What is Obadiah talking about? Slavery was a choice. Let's see. Is he bugging out? Is he falling out the truth? Is he losing his mind right now on live? He said slavery was a choice. He's trying to take up for Kanye West. Well, I'm finna prove to you in the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? Because the scripture say let every let the scriptures be true and every man a liar. Roughly paraphrasing. So we're finna get into the scriptures to show you that it was a choice. Slavery was a choice, man. It was a choice, from the beginning when we made a covenant with the Most High God. We made a covenant with the Most High God. Our ancestors, they made a covenant with the Most High God, saying they're gonna keep these commandments, but they disobeyed. And when you disobey and you break an oath with the Most High God, punishment comes with that. We had two options. We keep the commandments. We got the blessings. I'm gonna read to you the blessings. We would have had the blessings if we would have kept the laws and commandments. We would have the blessings. It wouldn't be no coming over here on slave ships. We gotta serve the so-called white man. We last how your first fired. We they on crack. People on cocaine, robbing each other, stealing from each other, adultery. That wouldn't have been going on if we would have kept the commandments. But us disobeying God's commandments and breaking that oath with Him, we was he punished us. And then slavery was part of that punishment. So yes, it was a choice because we had an option to keep the commandments and prosper, or disobey the commandments and go through slavery, and go through what we're going through now. Our people decided to be wicked, and we know throughout the scriptures, especially when you get into the Old Testament, you will see how Israel kept going off, kept disobeying the Most High God, kept murmuring, kept lacking faith, kept getting into idolatry, kept hating each other. We see that all throughout the scriptures. So this is why we going through what we're going through now. And this is why we went through slavery, because we didn't keep the oath. We didn't keep our promise with the Most High God. Our ancestors didn't. So this is why we went through slavery. Let me finna prove that. We finna start at Deuteronomy 28:1. We finna prove that slavery was a curse. That slavery was a choice. When you look at it, you can't look at it like. See, a lot of people look at it like they don't look at it from scripture wise. If you believe in the Bible truly from front and back, and you read the Bible, you will see how it was indeed it was a choice, man. It was a choice, but that don't mean just because it was a choice that the so-called white man and the other races, they're gonna get away with what they did. No, even though we broke the commandments and the Lord put us through this stuff, they still gotta pay though. They still gotta pay because they did it though. They the ones that put us in slavery, so they still gotta pay. Every man gotta pay for what they did. The Lord gonna judge them as a nation. Their judgment is already set. Isaiah 14:1 through 2, and Revelation 13:9 through 10. And Psalms 137, 7 through 9, Psalms 149, 6 through 9, Obadiah 1:15, Obadiah 1:18. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these I think it's Amos 1:11. Let me see what that say. So they already got the judgment set. So just because we went off and we basically put ourselves into slavery because we didn't keep the commandments, that don't mean that the Lord is not gonna avenge these other nations for doing that, man. Yeah, it was Amos 1:11. Thus says the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, which is Edom, are the so-called white people, because they're not really the color white. White is not even a nationality. They are really Edomites. They come from their forefather Esau in the Bible in Genesis 25. And for 4 I would turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword. He did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually. He kept his wrath forever, man. So the so-called white man is telling you that he kept his wrath forever. He kept my bad. He kept his wrath forever. So we finna get into this thing. We finna get Deuteronomy 28, and we finna show you the blessings that we would have had if we didn't keep the commandments. I mean, if we would have kept the commandments, we're finna show you the blessing we would have had. We're gonna get these blessings, man. But first and foremost, get Romans 9:3 through 4. Because we're gonna get these blessings, man. We went off and we're going through the punishment, but the Lord, we're gonna eventually get these get these blessings back in the kingdom of heaven.
This is Romans 9:3. For I could wish that myself were accursed from Christ for my brethren, my kinsmen according to the flesh, who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory and the covenants and the giving of the law and the service of Yahweh and the promises.
Right. So we're gonna get all those back, man. We're gonna get these blessings back that we finna read. But right now, we fulfilling the punishments. We fulfilling the other side of the blessings, man, which are the punishments, because we didn't keep the laws and commandments. So this is why we went through slavery and had to go through all that torture because we disobeyed God. So He's punishing us right now, man.
In another translation, it says, for I could wish that I myself were cursed and cut off from Christ for the sake of my people, those of my own race, the people of Israel. Theirs is the adoption, Theirs is the divine glory, the covenants, the receiving of the law, the temple worship, and the promises.
All that, all that, man, was given to Israel. All of it, right? So we're gonna get that thing back through the Spirit. We're gonna get it back. We're patiently waiting. Patiently waiting. The saints are patiently waiting right now. So we're gonna get Deuteronomy 28 and to show you the blessing that we would have received if we would have kept the commandments. People are gonna be really thinking in your. I want you to think in your mind these blessings and how we would have been living right now if we would have listened to our God and not being hard headed and stiff necked. We would have been on top right now. Nobody would have been messing with us. That's facts. That's facts.
Kind of want me to start at the top.
You can start at top.
Con, this is Romans, not so like it. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the Lord, so like unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments which I commanded this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
So already starting off right there. The Lord said, if you hearken diligently to what I'm saying, listen to what I'm saying, you're not gonna have no worries. You're not gonna be the tail. You're not gonna be the tail. The Lord said you're gonna be set the high above all nations on the face of the planet. That's what's gonna happen. The Lord, that's the first. He said, man, you're gonna be set above all nations. You ain't gonna have to go to them for nothing. You're gonna have everything set. Basically, that's what he's saying. But you got it.
And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God. Blessed shall thou be in the city, and blessed shall thou be in the field.
Blessed
Blessed
should I,
shall
my bad. Blessed should I be in the city and blessed should I be in the field. Meaning, anywhere we go, we're gonna be blessed. Just imagine you going somewhere and people giving you gold. You going to a whole nother a country and they giving you gold. They asking you, hey, are you straight? Are you okay? You need anything? They giving you fruit. They giving you garments. Or they giving you necklaces with real gold. They offering you all these different things. You blessed in the city, and you will be blessed in the field, right? You have dang real fruit, no GMO fruits. Go and grow your own fruit. You want to go pay to the so-called white man to get the stuff you need. You will already be having everything that you need. Real fruit, not no seedless fruits. You will be straight. You can keep going.
Blessed shall be the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of thy ground, and the fruit of thy cattle, and the flocks of thy sheep. Blessed shall be thy basket and thy store. Blessed shall thou be when thou comest in, and blessed shall thou be when thou goest out.
So we was gonna be like, basically to sum it up, we're gonna be blessed. Blessed when you go in, and man, basically like you're gonna have everything that you ever desired. Just keep my commandments. The Lord is saying, just keep my commandments, and you will have everything that you ever desire. And we know that we desire a lot of stuff right now because we're in captivity. We desire to have a lot of things. Maybe it's more food, a bigger house, a better car, more money. We desire stuff like that. But if we kept the commandments, we wouldn't be desiring nothing. We would have had everything. You know, generational wealth would have been passed down throughout our whole community. You won't see none of us out here poor. It will be set, and the other nations they'll be looking up to us. They'll be looking at us, asking us, can they have some of what we got? They'll be coming to us, and we be making money off them. But now it's completely backwards because we didn't keep the commandments of God. So we going through this curse. But you got it, man.
The Lord shall cause thine enemies that rise up against thee to be smitten before thy face, and they shall come out against thee one way and flee before thee seven ways.
Hey, so the Lord basically gonna fight for us, man. He was gonna fight for us. They gonna might have some. They might try to buck up against us. It might start hating like they always do, or we prosper and they might start hating. So they might come together to try to start war against us. The Lord said He gonna kill them. We gonna man. The Lord said, man, no, y'all don't gotta worry about literally nothing. They come to war against y'all, cool. I'm gonna knock them off. Y'all straight. Y'all ain't gonna touch y'all. They ain't gonna come in Jerusalem with that crazy stuff. I'm gonna knock them off. They gonna flee. Y'all gonna be straight. But now we over here in America getting knocked off. See what I'm saying? These curses, but you got it.
The Lord shall command the blessing upon thee in thy storehouses and in all that thou settest thine hand unto. And he shall bless thee in the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. Oh, I thought you was going to say something so like you. The Lord shall establish thee an holy people unto himself, as he hath sworn unto thee, if thou shalt keep the commandments of the Lord thy God and walk in his ways.
So he said what again?
The Lord shall establish thee an holy people unto himself, as he hath sworn unto thee, if thou shalt keep the commandments of the Lord thy God and walk in his ways. Heavy on the if.
Right. If this a deal that we making with the Most High God, man. I have y'all. Y'all be straight. Y'all be set. If y'all keep my commandments and walk in my ways. He said if. So it got to be the other side to the quarter. But you got it. You got it.
And all people of the earth shall see that thou art called by the name of the Lord, and they shall be afraid of thee.
So I want to say something on that real quick. So going into that right there, it said, all the people of the earth shall see that they are called by the name of the Lord. It's these other nations, other races of people looking at us like we called by the name of the Lord. They don't even think that we the Lord's children. They think we three fifths of a man. But the Lord said, if you would have kept my commandments, they would have knew that y'all was, my people. They would have, you know how like let's say you have an older brother that everybody know, everybody cool with him, and then they look at you and be cool with you because of your big brother. That's how they would look at us. They would know our God and be like, okay, them Israelites, man, they God is Yahweh. Okay, but them some mighty people right there, man. There's some mighty people. That's how they would have been looking at us. And it says, and they shall be afraid of thee. They would have been literally afraid of us. Now we know we have they fear us though, but it would have been a different type of fear if we would have kept those commandments. Like they would have been bowing down type fear. Now we know heathens ain't trying to. They starting to do it now. But I'm talking about like them. I'm talking about like those rich preppy Edomites. They ain't really bowing down to us, man. You know what I'm saying? They ain't really trying to come and bring us food. They ain't trying to be no servants and handmaids right now. They don't fear us to that extent. They fear us that we gonna damn kill them and rob them and steal. But they would have had a different type of fear if we would have kept those commandments. They would have been fearing like it would have been in a submissive way type fear towards us. But you got it.
The Lord shall open, it's like it, and the Lord shall make thee plenteous in goods, in the fruit of thy body, and in the fruit of thy cattle, and in the fruit of thy ground, and the land which the Lord swore unto thy fathers to give thee. The Lord shall open unto thee his good treasure, the heaven to give thy the rain unto thy land in his season, and to bless all the work of thine hand, and thou shalt lend unto many nations, and thou shalt not borrow.
Ooh, so that's mighty. He said, bro, keep my commandments, Israel. And y'all, what he said in y'all shall lend unto the nations. And y'all won't have to borrow nothing from them. You won't have to borrow nothing from them. But now what we doing now, babe? When we go to the banks. Or she on you on mute. But what we doing now when we going to the banks?
Borrowing, loans.
Right. All that. We borrowing all that from them. We got to borrow from them now. But the Lord said, if we would have kept the commandments, we wouldn't. They would be in opposition right now. The roles would be completely swapped. Hey, they would have had to come to us to borrow. They would have had to come to us to borrow, to ask for stuff that they want. But now we got to go up to them. We got to go uptown to ask for a loan. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Now we got to go to them for stuff because we didn't keep the Lord's commandments. Uh,
And the Lord shall make thee the head and not the tail, and thou shalt be above only, and thou shalt not be beneath, if that thou hearken unto the commandments of the Lord thy God, which I commanded this day to observe and to do them. And thou shalt not go aside from any of the words that I command thee this day to the right hand or to the left to go after other gods to serve them. But it
hold
shall
up.
come to pass.
You got it.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So right there, right now we're gonna get into the curses because we read the blessings of it, right? We read the blessings, how what we would have received if we would have listened to God and kept His commandments. We heard the blessings, but now the Lord basically finna get into the curses. If we don't listen, He not just gonna give us the blessings. He not just gonna give us these blessings just because we Israelites. We got to keep His commandments. We got to repent. We got to come back to Him. Those was the that was the deal. You know how you have people make a deal with you. Okay, you do this, I give you this. If you don't do it, this is gonna happen to you. Consequences gonna happen to you. That's the same thing with the Lord. He said, okay, I got these commandments, got these statutes for y'all to keep. Y'all keep these, y'all get these blessings. That's gonna be our reward. Y'all don't keep these. I gotta curse y'all because y'all made an oath with me. Baby, look up the word oath. Let me know if you're not able to read too. Oh no, she by the screen. Okay, she said, hold on, she might be doing something. But yeah. Come on, I just say try to tell you with the word, man. We know how that go.
Con, I'm so like it. The laptop, like the laptop fell and dang near broke, and it cut off. So like it.
Nah, it's just Satan. We know how Satan. We know how Satan moving. We ain't ignorant of that.
Yes.
You heard what I said though?
No, it cut off.
Oh my bad. I was just saying, can you look up the word oath? Because I want to show people what the word oath, OATH, that we made with the Most High God.
Con, of course. Con, of course. You want to look it up on Google or the BLB?
Oh, you can look it up on Google.
Okay. The word oath means a solemn promise, often invoking a divine witness regarding one's future action or behavior. A vow, a promise, a pledge, a swear word, a
So look,
guarantee, a
you got it.
bond, word of honor.
So we're basically like, yeah, we'll keep the commandments. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We get all that if we keep them. Yeah, we're gonna keep them. We got them. Yeah, 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 yeah. You made an oath, made a promise. Like in today's time, we pinky promise. You promise that you want to tell so and so. Nah, I won't tell nobody. Pinky promise. Some people say I sworn. That's off, but sworn the Bible. Put it on your grandma. You know what I'm saying? Say it again. Jesus, what you said? Say it again. In the Bible, um, Jesus, like every every black person is an Israelite. Right, right, right. What you said about people? What you said about people say he white? Um, they telling a story. Okay, okay. I'll let you say that. Hey, that's a spirit. That's a spirit. All right, so I'm finna make this video. I'm finna finish making this video. If you're sitting here, you gotta be quiet, but you get back in the room. All right, love you. Good night. So, what's this? All right, all praise. Man, this shit do all the way. Pull it out of the way. So now now we finna see the curses that we going through that the Lord said was gonna happen to prove that slavery was a pun I mean slavery was a choice, because I just showed you that we had a choice. We had a choice. Our actions define what we were gonna go through. Keep the commandments, blessings. Don't keep the commandments, slavery. We didn't. And we went through slavery, so we didn't keep the commandments. But you got it, man. You get 15, start at 15.
Con, but it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Right.
Curse,
Yo,
curse.
let me say something real quick. So now the Lord said, okay, but this gonna come to pass if you don't keep my commandments. I gave y'all the blessings. I showed y'all the side. I showed y'all the light at the tunnel, the light at the end of the tunnel. Keep my commandments. I showed you everything, what you will receive, what you will have, how the other nations will treat you. But I'm finna show you the other side of it. The other side, if you don't keep my commandments, what's gonna happen to you? So, already starting off, let's get verse 16.
Con, curse shall there be in the city, and curse shall there be in the field.
Hold up now. The Lord said, because we know the blessing side said we were gonna be blessed in the city, and we was gonna be blessed in the field. But we didn't keep the commandments, so therefore we was cursed in the fields. Now we know during slavery, we'll say slavery was a curse. Slavery was a curse. It's a curse to be in that hot weather picking cotton. Now you're getting blisters on your fingers. You got little kids out there picking cotton, 6 years old. The woman getting raped. Her baby getting cut out her stomach and getting fed to alligators. The man getting raped. We know slavery was a curse. The Bible said it was gonna be cursed in the fields. Now we know slavery was cursed in the fields. So that was part of the deal that we made with the Lord. We was gonna be cursed in the field, which is slavery. That's why we went through slavery, because we disobeyed. We didn't keep the oath. We didn't keep the promise. Right? So give me Deuteronomy 28 and 41.
Deuteronomy 28 and 41. Thou shalt beget sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them, for they shall go into captivity.
Right. So that what happened to slavery. The part of the deal of us not keeping the commandments, this what happened. Thou shalt begot sons and daughters. So we're gonna have sons and daughters, but we're not going to be able to enjoy them. We wasn't able to enjoy our children first words, to see their first walk. To see their first steps. We wasn't able to see that because as soon as we had them, a lot of them was sold. We was separated from them. That was during that slavery. Can you give me Deuteronomy 28 and 19?
Deuteronomy 28 and 19. Curse shall thou be when thou comest in, and curse shall thou be when thou goest out.
So the Lord said, now the Lord just said, blessings, blessed should I be when I cometh in. What he said in the blessings, blessed should I be when thou cometh in, and blessed should I be when I goeth. But now the Lord said, hey, cursed shall you be. So that's why we curse everywhere we go. You can go to China and still get called a nigga in their language. They still gonna be watching you when you in their stores, thinking you gonna steal something. That's a curse. Who wanna live like that? Got these people watching you while you in their stores, thinking you finna steal something. Oh, they see a so-called black man with tattoos. Oh, he a thug. They pulling their purse away. That's a curse. We are literally cursed wherever we go. Everywhere we go, we looked at this. We looked at it as a byword, as a nigga, as a thought, as entertainment. We curse wherever we go, bro. So can you give me uh can you give me 43?
Deuteronomy 28 and 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low.
So that's see, the Lord said we was going to be above the heathen. The Lord said that we was going to be above them, and they was going to have to come to us for everything. But guess what's going on now? They above us now, and we below them. They in Beverly Hills, while we in the projects and in the trap houses. They own these banks, but we got to go to them. You know what I'm saying? To put our money in the banks. They driving these dang nice cars and living in these mansions, but we driving dang broke down cars. Or if we even driving a car and we stay in zone 6. He said the strange that within thee shall get above thee very high. So the other nations, they got above us. They done got above us. We can't even see ourselves above them, bro. They've been above us for so long, and we done got brought down low. You wouldn't even think that we the Israelites. You wouldn't even think that we once had something by how we getting treated and how we live. Um, can you give me verse 25?
The Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thine enemies. Thou shalt go out one way against them, and flee 7 ways before them, and shall be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth.
But see, the Lord just said if we would in the blessings, He said if we would have kept the commandments, they'll be fleeing from us. He would have fought for us. But now the Lord, now what if we didn't keep the commandments, the Lord said we're gonna be smitten by them. And we're gonna flee from them. That's what we doing, man. We cursed. We living bad, bro. They killing us every day. They're killing us every single day. And we trying to flee, trying to run, trying to escape from that. Because we going through this curse because we didn't keep the commandments. So can you give me uh I can't forget about
Classic.
68.
Yep, classic.
You already know.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. I also have a video to play. It's not from YouTube, so I doubt it copyright. It's on my phone. Like it's from
Okay.
Instagram. So if you don't mind.
Yeah, you can show it and I'll break that down.
Okay. Let me send it to my email. So give me a second. One second. You could go ahead and break it down though, because it's gonna take time to. It's gonna take a little minute to send, if you want.
Con. So check this out. Um, can you go back to the wait? Can you go back to the verse?
Con.
Because look, the Lord said, "And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships." Now, can you go to Exodus 20:2 real quick? Because I want to show them what that word Egypt means. Because in this context, Egypt it means something. Because we know the Israelites was already in slavery at one time, under the Egyptians. When Moses said, "Let my people go," we walked out of Egypt the first time. We didn't have to use no ship to leave. So what that word Egypt actually meaning when you get into context, but you got it.
This is Exodus 20:2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
So that word Egypt in Deuteronomy 28 and 68, it just means bondage. It just means bondage because we were in bondage in Egypt. So it just means like, hey, the Lord gonna bring us into bondage. Wherever you at, He gonna bring you into bondage. Like you can go back to the verse, but
Con.
and the Lord shall bring thee into bondage again with ships. Now, how did we get over here? How did most of us get over here to America? By what transportation? Do we walk over here to America? Did we fly over here? Did we swim over here? Did we drive a car over here? No, we came over here by ships. We came over here by ships, right? So the Lord said that was gonna happen. During slavery, we came over here on ships. That was a choice. We would have never had to go through this if we would have listened to our God. Our God is literally, He punished us. And He said, "Thou shalt see it no more again. And there you shall be sold into your enemies." So He said, as soon as y'all got up them slave ships, y'all gonna be sold into your enemies. And that's exactly what happened. As soon as we got them slave ships, we were sold to Master Jackson, to Master Johnson, to Master Carter, right? We were sold to all these different slave masters. For bond men, which is slave man, and bond woman, which is slave woman, and no man shall buy you, because it was a time during slavery. I mean, it was a time in the law a while back. It was times where if you had a brother that was in slavery, you was able to buy him out of slavery with your money. But now the Lord said, no man gonna buy you out this slavery until my son come and get you. So nobody ain't gonna redeem us out this captivity. Not Marcus Garvey, not Malcolm X, not the Black Panthers, not Martin Luther King, not Harriet Tubman. You know what I'm saying? Not Rosa Parks. None of these people, they tried to redeem us. They tried to make change. But the Lord said, nobody ain't gonna save y'all. Nobody. Until I send my son on his second return to get y'all. Right? Oh my God. That's mighty. And I had two more verses going into but you can definitely put that video first. Dang, this blue. I knew it was gonna
All right,
bleed
can you
through.
see the screen?
Uh Con.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies, as male and female slaves, and no man shall save you. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among the nations where the Lord shall send you. You shall beget sons and daughters, but they shall not be yours, for they shall go into captivity. Therefore you shall serve your enemies, whom the Lord will send against you, in hunger, in thirst, in nakedness, and in lack of all things. He will put an iron yoke on your neck until he has destroyed you. As stated in the book of Deuteronomy, this experience is unique.
That's exactly what happened. This is literally our history. And they teach about our history in school. They got all these different slave movies showing it to, and they got all these different slave movies showing you that we went what we went through. It's showing this us. This it only happened to us. So can you give me Deuteronomy 28 um uh can you give me Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 50 through 52?
28, 50 through 52.
Mm-hmm.
Got you. This is the book of Deuteronomy 28, 50 through 52. A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young.
We know that's the other, especially the so-called white man. In America, bro, they don't, bro. They how old your grandma is?
She hitting on the 80s. She about 75, I think.
75, and she still gotta work. You see what I'm saying? Still gotta work. They don't care how old you are. They don't care how young you are. They will shoot you. Police will shoot you. They don't care how young you is. They don't care nothing. They don't care nothing about the young or the old here in America. We know that. They don't care nothing about your age, man. And they say a nation of fierce countenance. They don't regard the. We know we supposed to care for the elderly, man. Especially the elderly of our people. We're supposed to care for them. We're supposed to love them. It's no way in Jerusalem. It's no way in Jerusalem we had 75, 80-year-old people working, bro. Well, we get older quick. Well, we get older quicker though. We get older. I know back then, 80 years old, they was still, they still could do it. But I'm saying, like, when they hit that age where they could barely walk, and they leaning over, we wasn't having them working, bro. we wasn't having our know what I'm saying, 6-year-old, 5-year-old in the cotton fields. We wasn't having none of that going on. Like they did to us and still doing to us. But you got it.
And he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land until thou be destroyed, which also shall not leave thee either corn, wine, or oil, or the increase of thine kind, or flocks of thy sheep, until he have destroyed thee.
Man, that's what's going on. We getting constantly destroyed every day. Period. Constantly destroyed every single day because we didn't listen to our God. And the Lord is not a man that he shall lie, man. He wasn't going to take back that oath. He wasn't going to take back that because we went off. He wasn't going to be like, well, I said I said this was going to happen to him, but I want to change my mind because I love him. No, he already had said it, so it's already like it wasn't no taking it back. So we had to live up the curses, right? So can you give me Deuteronomy 28 and 32?
Did you want me to read 52?
You can read it. You can read it.
And he shall besiege thee in all thy gates until thy high and fence walls come down, wherein thou trustest throughout all thy land. And he shall besiege thee in all thy gates throughout all thy land, which the Lord thy God hath given thee.
Right. And you'll see throughout history, a lot of that happened, man. The other nations came in, took over our temples, took over Jerusalem. That's why we ain't in there right now. Took everything from us, man. Exactly what happened. But can you get Deuteronomy 28 and 32?
28 and 32.
Mm-hmm.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thy eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thine hand.
So it says, our sons and our daughters shall be given into another people. Now we know during slavery that our children was given to other people during slavery. Might have been in Florida. They got sent to Michigan. They may got sent to North Carolina. Might got sent to Alabama. They was shipping them off. It said, man, your sons and your daughters shall be given to another people, and your eyes shall look. So you're gonna be looking at your children. Just imagine you got children, right? Just imagine you watching your children get snatched from you and sold. She leaving with us. You watching your child. She's screaming, trying to be like, Daddy, Mama, help, help. The so-called white man got her tight like this, walking off with it like this. And you just looking. You can't do nothing about it. Got guns on them. You can't do nothing about it because you know you gonna die. You know that you got a family you have to look out for. So it's like it say you gonna look and feel with longing for them all day long. You just gonna watch. And there shall be no might in thy hand. So the Lord said it wasn't going to be nothing in our hand to fight back with. We didn't think about it. We didn't have nothing in our hand unless we stole something from the so-called white man. But we didn't have nothing in our hand. We didn't have no machete and we didn't have no gun. So we wasn't able to do nothing, man. We had to just sit there and watch our children get sold. Now, this happened during slavery. This happened during slavery that our people went through this. Oh, wow. So can you give me Deuteronomy 28 and 44? It's deep when you think about it, man. Just imagine your wife getting sold from you. Just imagine your wife literally getting sold. Like, you don't even, like, you can't even do nothing, bro. You can't even do nothing. Like, you just got to just sit there and just watch your wife get sold. You don't know what. The only thing, now that can play with your mind because you don't know what's going on. You don't know where she at. You don't know if she alive. You don't know if she getting raped. You don't know if she getting beat on. You don't know nothing. That's why the so-called white man, see, that's why he got to pay for all the stuff that he done, man. Like, it ain't no escaping that. And they had to, and out of all the slaveries that went on, they was the brutal. They was brutal. They was brutal. They didn't care nothing about you. They was cruel with their slavery, man. So-called white man. Now we was in slavery under all these other nations, all of them had a hand in our slavery, but none of them was like the so-called white man when he had us in slavery. That's why the Lord say they got to be exterminated off the face of the planet. And I heard this. I heard a brother say this. Now I don't know. I don't. I got to look more into it. But I heard even the Arabs. They if a man was married, they respected that. They wasn't laying with our women while she was married. They knew that they was off. They knew that. They didn't do that. Even though they still had us in slavery or hardcore bondage, they knew not to lay with a man. They knew that was our woman. So they wasn't gonna lay with her. But the so-called white man, he didn't even care about that. Like he didn't even care if you was married. He would take the woman in front of you, take her and out the fields with you, and lay with her, and then bring her back to you. Like that's man, but you got it.
No, I was just gonna ask you, what that clip you sent me about in this, what you're going into the. Remember that clip you sent me like last week or something? It was a movie clip, and he took his wife in front of him and raped her, and then killed him.
I showed you that what it is. I sent it to you.
I'll have to find it.
Did I send it to you?
Yes, I'll have to find it though.
How long ago did I send it?
I don't know, my love. I gotta find it.
You can show it if you find it.
Okay.
Okay, you got it.
What precept did you want me to get next?
44.
Oh, so okay. He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail.
So now we the tail. But the Lord said, in the blessings that we would have received, we would have been the head, and they would have been the tail. But only thing it is it's just a lot of these blessings. I mean, a lot of these curses are just a swap over. So we would have been over. We would have been the head if we would have kept the commandments. But now we the tail. So if we're the tail, that means the other nation got to be above us, because if we would have kept the blessings, I mean, if we would have received the blessings, we would have been the head, and they would have been the tail. So all these blessings, I mean, the curses are just a swap. A lot of them are just swaps, man. To the in the curses, right? We taking the nation spot, like where they supposed to be at, we at. Where we supposed to be at, yeah. I ain't trying to confuse myself. Where we supposed to be at, they in our spot, right? And we in their spot in these blessings. So the Lord just basically swapping the roles in a lot of these curses. So now we're gonna be the tail and they're the head. So now we gotta look for the so-called white man to give us a bonus, give us a raise, let us be off at work. We going to ask to be off for the feast days. We got to go to them, because we the tail. We have to literally go. Tell me something that we don't have to go to the so-called white man for, though. Like, literally tell me something that we don't have to go to them for. Literally everything. And even if you have a black-owned business, you have to go to them to start your business. You still have to pay your taxes to who? The so-called white man. You still got to pay. You got to pay for who own Nikes, who own Adidas, who own Jordan, right? Michael Jordan don't own that. Nike got their hand in that. Who owned all these things? Who own Polo? Who own these brands? We gotta go to them, because we are the tail, and they're making money off us. They literally got something on YouTube. Y'all can look it up. It's called It's literally called The Secret of Selling to the Negro. It came out. It's on YouTube. It's 21 minutes long. It came out in 1954. Now this came out in 1954. The Secret of Selling the Negro, and it's going into how to sell to us. Like when we come into these stores, how to approach us, to pay attention. They literally study us, bro. They literally study us because we they main we make they make money off out of all these different races. We the ones they make money off. So they study us. They see what we like. They see how to approach us. You know what I'm saying? Because they study us. It's called The Secret of Selling the Negro. That's exactly what it's called. Y'all can look it up. It's 21 minutes long and it's free on YouTube. You can watch it. But can you give me? Did you find that clip?
Con, I'm gonna screen record it so we don't get copyrighted, and then I
Okay.
put it up.
Is it off a movie?
Con, it is.
What movie was it? You say?
It's the Butler movie, but I'll screen record it and post it up here.
Okay.
What's the next precept?
Deuteronomy 28 and 58 through 59. No, wait, Deuteronomy 28 and 58 through. I got a few more. I got a few more curses. I'm almost done. Deuteronomy 28 and 58 through 60.
Con, if
Wait,
thou
through 61. My bad. Through 61.
Con, if thou wilt not observe to do all the words of this law that are written in this book, that thou mayest fear the glorious and fearful name, the Lord thy God, then the Lord will make thy plagues wonderful, and the plagues of thy seed, even great plagues, and of long continuance, and sore sickness, and of long continuance. Moreover, he will bring upon thee all the disease of Egypt which thou wast afraid of, and they shall cleave unto thee. Also, every sickness and every plague which is not written in the book of this law, them will the Lord bring upon thee until it be destroyed, until thou be destroyed.
So even these curses that is not written in the law, the Lord gonna bring. That's why we got. So you don't got AIDS in the law. You don't got HIV in the law. You don't got none of these diseases that we going through right now in this modern day time. Because those were the things added unto us because we didn't keep the commandment. High blood pressure, right? We number one in all these, and we getting punished because we didn't keep the Most High God commandments, and this why we slavery indeed was a choice. The stuff that we're going through right now was indeed a choice because we didn't keep the promise, right? So the last verse is Deuteronomy 28 and 64 through 66.
And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from the one end of the earth even unto the other, and there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. And among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest, but the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart, and failing of eyes, and sorrow of mind. And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night, and thou shalt have none assurance of thy life.
God, so Lord said we're gonna be scattered among all people. And that's what happened, during slavery. The slave boat took us different places. Like that's how we know us and Hispanics are the same people. The only difference is where the ship landed at. They speak Spanish because they was conquered by the Spaniards. The only difference is the ship just dropped off in another location. But we're the same exact people. We scattered. That's why we scattered among. That's why we everywhere. We everywhere. And he said, "And thou life shall hang in doubt." I mean, and among these nations shall thou find no ease. So that we not find no ease here, man. We know that we not finding. Everybody know that. Everybody will tell you that so-called blacks and Hispanics don't get treated fair here in America. Black and brown people don't get treated fair here in America. We know that. We not finding no ease here. We not having no rest. Right? We don't have assurance of our life. We don't even know if we're gonna live the next day. We don't know if we might go to the park. We don't even know if we're gonna see our brother again, man. Without him might get shot by the police. You know what I'm saying? Our heart start beating. We get pulled over because we don't know if we're finna die. It's hard to live like that, bro. So The Lord willing, this video is edifying, man. I just wanted to get into some blessings and some curses just to prove that slavery indeed was a matter of fact. Isaiah, I'm gonna end on this. Isaiah 14 and 1 through 14 and 1 through 2 to prove that slavery, slavery was a curse. Hope this was edifying. But now I'm finna show you, even though it was a curse, even though it was a choice, the other nations, they still got to pay for what they did, man, because they still had a hand in, what we did, and that's just how the Most High wrote this movie out to be like that. He wrote the movie out to be, okay, my people gonna go off, and these people gonna put my people in slavery, and then they're gonna have to pay for what they did. That's just how the Most High, that's how the movie getting played out. We just actors in his movie. We don't control nothing. What you got it?
Con, it's Isaiah 14 and 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captive, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors.
See, so they gonna have to. We're gonna take them captives. You can't get around this verse. People try to run. Oh, they gonna be saved. The Lord gonna forgive them. They judgment is already set. Show me in the Bible where the Lord dealt with a whole nation besides Israel. Now he may have used the heathen, but he used them for our benefit though. Think about all the times the Lord used the heathen. He used them for our benefit though. They had to get down with us. They had to keep these commandments. The Lord did never deal with no whole nation. He did never fight for a whole nation, but Israel. So these other nations, they got to go into slavery though, bro. They gotta go, man. Like they gotta go. And
Con, I have the video.
I don't know what video you talking about.
Okay. Honestly, I can't even remember if you sent it to me or not. I couldn't find it in our messages. Google did its thing. Oh my goodness. It's Satan. Lord, let it play. I think I might have came across it on YouTube and got confused that you sent it to me.
I'm gonna say, I ain't never watched The Butler in my life. I don't even know what that is.
You might know what I'm talking about. Hold on. You've never seen this?
The Butler? That's not The Butler. That's 12 Years a Slave.
It says The Butler.
Come on.
Yeah, that's 12. I think that might be 12 Years a Slave. Like,
Where you taking Mom? Get back to work.
yeah.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Back to work. Come here. Look at me, boy. Don't you lose your temper with that man. This is world. We just living in it.
See that?
Now get on back to work.
That's off, bro. That's so off, dude. Man, that's off, bro. He gonna say, Pop, what you gonna do? That little Tyreek.
Pop, what you gonna do? Hey.
I had one more clip I wanted to show too. Let me get What's that? What's that? What's that movie on YouTube? Um, what's that movie on YouTube? That slave movie, man. Um, it's the whole movie on YouTube. I remember I showed it to you, and you was like, you ain't finished watching it. It's so brutal. Like that's the crazy.
Oh! I know. No! Don't tell me. I know exactly what you're talking about. Uh, um. Oh, what's the name? What's the name? I didn't finish watching. I couldn't. I literally couldn't.
Yeah, like
Um,
what's
it's
the name?
it's
I know what I'm talking about.
um.
It ain't
Oh
Uncle Tom Cabin.
no, I know what you. It is Uncle Tom Cabin. It is Uncle Tom.
Oh, it ain't Uncle Tom Cabin though. I don't think it got something about it
It
got
has
something.
it has the name Uncle Tom in it. Uh, Goodbye, Uncle Tom.
Good about Uncle Tom. That
No,
what it's
goodbye,
called.
Uncle Tom. Goodbye, Uncle Tom.
I want to show a clip on that real quick.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I
It's
couldn't. I
called-
couldn't watch that.
yeah, that's off, man. Hold on. I want to show y'all something. It's just a short clip. Brothers can go watch this on their own, man. It's madness. It's madness, man. Can you skip to? Can you? What the hell? This is madness. Okay. Can you go to 39? Can you go to 39 minutes? Now I'm gonna tell brothers and sisters. Now, this is a movie. It's called Goodbye Uncle Tom. Came out in 1971. It's free on YouTube. I watched the whole thing. Now I'm gonna tell you this. Out of all the slave movies, I done seen a lot of slave movies. Out of all the slave movies I done seen, this got to be the closest one to the how the realness of how slavery really was. Bro, it show a lot. I'm telling you. It's gonna make you mad. It's gonna make you walk up to an Edomite and just slap him. I'm telling you, but you gonna be sitting in your chair for an hour straight. You're gonna be sitting here like you're gonna be reading the book of Obadiah all night. That's the only thing you're gonna be on, Obadiah. This how this movie have you feeling, man. You know, it showed nudity. It showed nudity. It showed how the women, they had the women naked and all that. It showed scenes of them raping women. It get like that. So I wouldn't watch it with your child or nothing, bruh, it's wild. But you skip I ain't gonna show none of that though. But can you skip the 39 minutes? Cause I want to show y'all something. And they gotta pay for this because this actually happened. I want y'all to keep watching because they had us as an inheritance. That we was literally their pets. I want y'all to check this out. Keep watching. Watch this. I want y'all to see this. This is madness. She like that. She like that. See, she smiling. She like that. See that?
That's really cute.
See that? See, they always saying like they gotta pay, bro.
She's smiling like it's funny.
See that? Bro, naked and everything. See what I'm saying? And they weird as freak, bro. Can you think about it, bro? Whoever made this movie is off, bro. It don't matter what you're trying to portray, bro. You got little kids on here naked, bro. That's what I'm saying. That this movie is really how slavery used to be. Look at the kids cleaning up. Got us cleaning up while they just having the time of their life at the dinner table while we just cleaning up. Look, just slap up. Look, you can stop it right there, but I just want to show that, man. Just show that scene when the Edomite had the king on by his neck with a chain. But yeah, man. That's why
Mm-mm.
we went through this stuff because we didn't keep the laws and commandments of the Most High God. So our job is as Israelites is to what's that verse?
Deuteronomy 10 and 12.
First Chronicles 7 and 14. I think that's what I want.
Con.
But yeah, Deuteronomy. Oh yeah, oh get that first. My bad. Before I close out, our praise my real reminded me to get this verse. Deuteronomy 15 and 4 through 6. All praise for that catch. I had it written down, but I forgot.
Con. Save when there shall be no poor among you, for the Lord shall greatly bless thee in the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee for an inheritance to possess it. Only if thou carefully hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all these commandments which I commanded thee this day. For the Lord thy God blesseth thee as he promised thee, and thou shalt lend unto many nations, but shalt not borrow, and thou shalt reign over many nations, but they shall not reign over thee. Okay.
All we had to do was keep the commandments, man. All we had to do was keep the commandment. Dang, bro. We'll be ruling up, bro. We'll be. I don't think brothers. We can't even comprehend us ruling over the other nations. Like brothers can't even comprehend that. Especially the brothers in the world. We can't even comprehend the so-called white people in chains. Matter of fact, I want you to show this picture real quick. It's gonna be something like. Matter of fact, I want you to show these pictures. I think are they in your. Babe, you might have to go to your Hold up. Finna show it right here.
Did you need me?
This how it's gonna be. Um, Hold up.
Oh, con.
I got one right here.
Talking about. I don't know why you put them in there. I still don't to this day, but but hey,
Be something like this. If I send this to you, will you better show it?
depends on what it is. I just sent those emails. I just sent those pictures to my email though, so I can pull it up.
Yeah, I'm finna send you this one too, so you can show this one. I got it. It's gonna be something we can't even fathom what I'm finna show y'all right now, bro. We can't even really like comprehend us just being over the other nations and just
Con,
they
I got
got changed. They got chains around their neck. We can't even really comprehend that though. That's why the kingdom of heaven, bro. We gotta get it, bro. We gotta get it. Cause that's the only time we're gonna see that. We're not gonna see that in America. It don't matter how much we come together in America. We ain't marching, we riding, we protesting. We're not gonna be above these heathen until the kingdom of heaven. We gotta get that thing, bro. If you really see a lot of our people, especially a lot of our people in the world, they know how to they want blood from the so-called white man. They want to see him in slavery. But if you truly want to witness something, get the kingdom.
facts.
Get the kingdom.
How you zoom in? Oh,
The plus. See, Can't witness that. I don't even know if I want her breastfeeding my baby though. But that's what we did to them. And after these pictures, a precept just came to my mind. But see, that's how it's gonna be in the kingdom of heaven. We're gonna be going out to finna go. Hey, brother Azriel, he throwing a 8-day feast just because he want to. Hey, let's go out. Go back to that picture, man. Go back to that picture. Brother Azriel, he throwing an 8-day feast just because he want to. Let's go. You and your woman finna go out to the feast. Esau gonna be staying there, cleaning the house up, tending to the babies. That's what's gonna happen. We can't really fathom that in our mind, bro. We can't even fathom them serving us. All we know is us serving them. But you can go to the next picture. Oh yeah. Okay. Now this one, brothers can't fathom this. Don't this look more natural than us in chains under them? Don't this look more natural? Brother with the guns and they in chains. That look more natural. It don't look right when we in chains and they over us with guns. They don't even look right. This look more natural. This supposed to be the natural way right here. And that's how it's gonna be. This is how it's gonna be in the kingdom of heaven. They're gonna be our possessions. We're gonna serve. They're gonna serve us. All praise, King. All praise to the Most High. They're gonna serve us. You can go to the next one. Was this one? Now, in the kingdom of heaven, our people gonna be the standard of beauty. Now, you go in the store, you see the white baby dolls with the blonde hair, with the blue eyes. Just imagine our children actually looking at that. They think that's the definition of beauty. But in the kingdom of heaven, we gonna be the definition of beauty. You gonna see us everywhere. You gonna see no Edomite face on no billboards. You gonna see our faces with the woolly hair. Bring that precept, yeah. Bring it out. I already know. They gonna be, bro. You can't fathom that, man. And the spirit got me kind of turned through the spirit. Hold up. Bring that out what you had, and bring this out. You get that first.
So like I'm over here reading, but I don't mute the whole time. That's
I,
it.
I ain't hear nothing. I'm like, what's going on? I thought you froze or something.
No, I was over here reading the precept. But as it is written, I have not seen nor ear heard, neither have entered into the heart of man the things which Yahweh hath prepared for them that love him.
So our mind, our mind can't even fathom what the Most High got prepared for us, bro. Like you can think about it, but your mind ain't gonna go that far with what the Most High got prepared for us, man. It ain't. Let me get this real quick. Give me Revelations 2 and 26 through 27. Because a lot of people got offended. I already know. When people see that picture of the Edomites in chains with Jake with the gun, that they got offended. But you can't get offended by the scriptures. The Lord said this was gonna happen. Now, this Revelation is the last book in the Bible. The last book in the Bible that pastors don't want to read. They scared. This is the last book in the Bible. What Revelations 2 and 26 through 27 say?
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 2, verse number 26, and it reads, And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give over the nations. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father.
Hey, like the brother say, get the Most High hand, man. Get the Most High hand, man. Hey, we're gonna rule these other nations with a rod of iron. So the picture you seen with the brother with the gun. That is accurate. That's how it's gonna be. You're gonna be in the kingdom of heaven seeing Edomites with chains around their neck, like dogs. That's what's gonna go on. Now I don't know what you're thinking about. Everybody gonna be in the kingdom of heaven, holding hands, and dancing, eating together, cooking together, hugging each other. That ain't gonna be happening. The Lord said He gonna give power over us to tread upon the heathen. That's what's gonna happen. Now, if you're not with that, 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna get the kingdom of heaven. I'm gonna keep it real. If you're not down with the other nations serving you as servants and handmaids and them having chains around their neck, if you got a problem with that and you don't want that to happen, 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna get the kingdom of heaven. Because the Lord looking for soldiers. Not even just men soldiers, women soldiers too. He looking for soldiers to be willing to be down with this. Yes, women, y'all too. Y'all ain't gonna, hey man, y'all gonna be telling them what to do. Y'all gonna be, it ain't just us. Y'all gonna be telling them what to do too. You might have a slave named Sarah. You tell her, hey, Sarah, I want this house cleaned up when I get back. And she better have it cleaned up. Tanner better have it cleaned up too. You feel what I'm saying? It ain't no, it's a yes, master, or if not, it's gonna be a rod and they back. That's what's gonna happen. Why you think we rolling them with a rod of iron? What you do with a rod of iron? Let's be real. He said you should roll them with a rod of iron. What you do with a rod of iron? You just gonna hold it in your hand? Let's be for real. We're gonna be in our right estate too. Imagine you whipping them with immortal bodies. You might break, man, might tear that man back up, might tear him apart. You got super strength, whipping them with a whip, and they're not gonna have immortal bodies because they're gonna have to feel this pain. They're gonna feel how it feel. They're gonna feel how we felt when they whipped us with whips. Now they're gonna feel it extra more because we're gonna have immortal bodies. True, boy. Hey, can you get Deuteronomy 30:7, bro? This what the Lord got in store for us if we keep these commandments and keep enduring, bro.
I got a precept too.
Hey, whatever precepts you got, we throwing them on the table. We bringing them all out tonight.
You said Deuteronomy what, babe?
30:7.
I thought you said 30. I said, you know, 38.
Nah, 30:7. One of my favorite precepts.
Con. And the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
See that? So all these hey, bruh, you gotta get excited when you hear this. Now, if you got Christians, they looking like this. The whole time we bringing out justice. These are justice precepts for the Israelites. You got pastors looking like this. You just read that the heathen gonna have a rod of iron upon their neck. He hating, they mad. Well, he ain't gonna read John 3:16 though. He ain't gonna read that. He talking about no, God loved the world. God loved everybody. That's how they looking right now. But the Lord said, and the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thy enemies. So all these curses that we got on us as a people down bad is gonna be on them. Man, bro, this is true judgment, bro. The Lord is our judge. Oh, that's why the Lord said, wait on him, because nobody else, and that's why the Lord said, and that's why the Lord said, vengeance is of him, because nobody can do vengeance like the Lord. Nobody can call vengeance. Like we can go to war with them, but we're not going to win. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to win. But we let the Most High fight for us, bro. It's over with. It's wraps. So all these curses that's upon us that I just read is going to come upon them. They're going to go back to their real estate. They're going to go back to we're going to go back to the blessings. They're going to be below us. They're going to come to us for everything. Like the blessing said, it's going to be back in that order. See what I'm saying? Hey, brothers don't understand, bro. Brother be playing games, bro. Brother be wondering why them boys on the highways and byways, why they out there right now? It's raining, it's cold, it's 30 degrees out there. Why they out there right now, man? People in the world don't understand, bro. This is why we out here. We look forward to stuff like this. Revelation 13 and 9 through 10. And then you can pull your precept out, by. Your precept out, babe. This is the patience and the faith of the saints right here, man. This is that scripture say, this is the patience, and this is what we're waiting on.
If a man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into my favorite precept. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints.
So, oh, hey man, the Lord got precepts coming, man. The Lord got precepts coming. So the Lord said, hold on. So the Lord basically saying, now if you lead a group of people into captivity, you got to go into captivity. Simple as that. If you kill a man with a sword or any weapon, hang him unjustly, shoot him unjustly, you must be killed with a sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. So why did he say here is the patience and the faith of the saints? Because we're waiting on this. We know it's coming. We know that the so-called white man, his time is ticking. And these other nations can't forget about them too. Their time is ticking. What's that thing called? You know the thing with the sand in it, and you turn it over and the sand slowly come out of it. You know what I'm talking about?
A timer?
It's a timer. Oh, I thought it had a fancy name to it, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Them little stuff with the sand in it.
Yeah, we know what you're talking about, babe.
They call it. It's called the sand timer.
Hourglass.
Yeah, that's how they time on, bro. Because they haven't paid for their crimes yet. They think they got away with it, bro. But they think they got away with they. That's like they delusional, bro. They think they got away with rape, rob, and murder. No, they haven't. The Lord haven't caught up with them yet. That's all it is. The Lord haven't caught up with them yet, but it's coming though. It is coming indeed. Ain't no ifs, ain't no mights. It's written, so it's gotta come to pass. The Lord is not a man that he shall lie. The Lord don't change. He wrote this down, the last book of the Bible. It gotta happen. But you gotta pay. Your precept that you had.
Classic. It's the book of Numbers, chapter 35 and verse number 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are. For blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it.
So you have folks talking about reparations. Matter of fact, one day, I'm gonna do a social experiment. I think that's what they call. I'm gonna go around to where our people at, and I'm gonna court them. I'm gonna ask them, do you think what the so-called white man did to us was bad back in slavery time? They'd be like, yeah. I'm like, what do you think should happen to him? What do you think should happen? I'm gonna see what all they say, because I bet you money. A lot of them is not going to say whatever he did to us, we should do it back to him. Our people forgive him, man. They're gonna be like, well, reparations. We should get more. We should get money. Oh man, forget about it. I think we should just have grace, have mercy on them. I think we should love Jesus loves. I think that we should just love him and forget about it. The past was in the past. A lot of them is not going to say what the Bible just said. The Lord basically said, "Amen. Hey, the only way to cleanse a land is to get it in blood. Your land cannot be. This is why the Lord going to destroy America, because it can't be cleansed except you shed the blood of the people that shedded the blood here, which that's why the Lord going to exterminate them. The Lord is going to read the book of Obadiah. The Lord is going to exterminate the Edomites, which are the so-called white people. Right? So the Lord, like, okay, you destroy. Hey, this got to happen to you because who done did all the rape, rob, and murder here in America? Everybody know this. It ain't no bigger killer or no bigger rapist than the so-called white man. I mean, he did it to us. Did it to our Hispanic brothers and sisters. Did it to the Native American brothers and sisters. I mean, bruh, come on. He ain't paid for none of that. Think about it. We had the so-called white man ever paid for the crimes that he done and still doing to this day. It's just saying, hey, it ain't caught up with him yet. It ain't caught up with him yet, but it's gonna catch up with him. You had another precept, babe?
No, not that I can think of at the moment.
I got one. Isaiah 14 and 21.
Okay. Isaiah 14. Isaiah 14. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. Actually, I do got a precept.
See that spirit. So the Lord said, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers. So think about this. This for the people, this for the people that be like, because Khan, brother said Esau judgment is coming very soon, King. Right along with they queendom, America. It's coming real soon, King. Facts. He said, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers. So this for the people that be like, for the white people and the other nations, the whites, the Chinese. It may be the so-called white people that say this. When you tell them about slavery and what all happened and that they got to pay for it, what's the first thing they say? I'm not like that. I didn't have nothing to do with that. No, that was my great grandma. My granddad, they had y'all in slavery. I'm Irish. I didn't have nothing to do with that. I'm German. Even all white people though. But I ain't have nothing to do with that. I shouldn't have to pay for that. I didn't have nothing. My grandma didn't own slaves. She loved niggers. My granddad loved niggers. He didn't own no slaves. He with the hard ER. He loved niggers. But they had their hands like this, leaning over. You know what I'm saying? The Lord said, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers. So even though you may say all this, you still have to pay for what your forefathers did. Think about it like this. Didn't all of us go into slavery because of what our forefathers did? Ain't we still living up to these curses right now because of what our forefathers did as Israelites? Think about it. All those people that you got to think about it. We had some people keeping the commandments, but they still had to go into slavery though. Like some of the prophets had to go into slavery with their people because their people was wicked. They wasn't wicked, but they still had to go in because the Lord, he judged as nations. He can judge as nations. He can judge nations of people. So that's what the Lord is going to do with these other nations. You might not been there, but you still got to pay for what your forefathers and foremothers did. Why? Because you're benefiting off of it. You're benefiting off the rape, rob, and murder that your forefathers did. You still got a 400-year head start. And I bet you money you're not willing to give all that up. You're not. You're not willing to give all that up, man. It's like your forefathers, they left you a tab. You know when you go out to eat and they leave out the restaurant and they left you the tab to pay. Now you just sitting there looking crazy. Like, bruh, he just left me this tab. That's how the other nations is. They forefathers and foremothers left them a tab to pay. They dead and gone. So who gonna even though they gonna still pay for it, Lord gonna raise them up. But who left on this earth of their bloodline to pay for it? The children the Edomites that we see now. They gotta pay for it. Yeah. They got to, because the Lord said, man, they slaughter them before they rise up and possess the lands. Go ahead and knock them off. Put them in a place for, like, why would think about this? And I say this all the time. What do the Lord look like giving Edomites? You know what Edomites gonna do with everlasting life in the kingdom of heaven? Just imagine that the Lord gave Edomites, so-called white people, everlasting life in the kingdom of heaven. You know how much wickedness they're gonna try? They're gonna try to fight against Yahweh Shai in the kingdom. They're gonna be trying to cook pork on the grill. They're gonna have strip clubs in the kingdom. That's why the Lord gonna have to exterminate them, bro. The Lord said, man, they're gonna be gone. It's gonna come a time in the kingdom of heaven, you're not gonna even see them no more, because you have to get rid of the cancer. Psalm 137, 7 through 9.
Get out of my head.
You gotta get rid of the cancer. That's the only way. If you don't get rid of the cancer, you're gonna continue to grow. Now, these Edomites, these so-called white people, they are the cancers of the earth. Everybody agree with that. You have other nations even agree with that. You have so-called, matter of fact, I want to show this clip. You have so-called white people even agreeing that they're the wicked. Babe, you might have to log into IG. I got a clip on my IG that basically showed Edomites coming out. I might get it on my YouTube.
You said log into IG to do what, my love?
And go to my page, and it's Edomites basically confessing that they're the wicked. I basically had asked them, I was like, what race is the most wickedest? So these other nations, they already know that. They know that it ain't nobody more wicked than their race. They already know that. They know that, bro. So I'm gonna show y'all that clip. So you have to get rid of the cancer, bro. If you don't get rid of the cancer, it's gonna continue to grow. Oh, I got it right here. But you already locked in?
I'm basically.
I can send it to you.
Okay.
It's on my YouTube. You can go. Let you go type to my. You can go to my YouTube. Well, I just sent it to you. It's called Thou Sayeth. It's called Thou Sayeth. They already know, like, you gotta get rid of the cancers of the earth. You got to. If you don't, it's gonna continue to grow. Just imagine continuing white babies being born. You know how much wickedness that is? They continue to grow. I mean, they're gonna continue to grow up and be, you know what I'm saying?
I asked you a question. All right, let me ask you a question. This. Be honest, right? Okay. All right. This is a serious question. Out of all the stuff that went on during history, right? You know, all the stuff that's been going on in history.
Hello, restart the debate because the screen was showing. Oh, going on.
I was playing it on my phone, that's why.
Come on. Can't hear it. I don't know why it's tripping. There you go.
I ask y'all a question. All right, let me ask y'all a question. This. Be honest, right? Okay. All right. It's a serious question. Out of all the stuff that went on during history, right? You know, all the stuff that's been going on in history, the genocide, murder, rob, stole a whole land, right? What people is more wickeder than the white race?
More wickeder?
Yeah.
How do you define wicked?
Like
fucked up?
Yeah.
Ooh. More fucked up?
Yeah. All the crimes that they've done.
Yeah, I mean.
Can't think of nobody, right?
No.
All right, that's all I wanted. I want to see if y'all would be honest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right, all praise. We were talking about that. We were trying to figure out what people is more wicked. Cause we were really trying to honestly try to figure out, like, Chinese man, but no, he didn't take a whole people. Japanese, no, he didn't put a whole people on the slave ship. So we just trying to figure out, like, what people is more wicked.
Yeah.
It's white folk.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. All right. That's all I want. Right. There you have it, man.
They already know, bro. But they already know they're the wicked, bro.
There you have it, man. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't nobody even close. It was nobody even close. Like, they like,
They know.
They try to think of what's the define wicked. What you mean define wicked? They were trying to think who was close to the. Nothing came to mind. Like, they the wicked, so the Lord got to judge these people, man.
He slid the hands in the face. More wicked.
But Con, you can bring your precept.
Con,
They know they wicked.
Psalms 137:7. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. O dart of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dashes thy little ones against the stones.
One of my favorite precepts, bro. Let's talk about Edom. The Edomites. He said, "Why I'm so happy right now, bro." He said, "O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that reward thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dash thy little ones against the stones." So we're gonna do their children the same way that they did our children. But the thing about it is, they was wild, bro. Babe, look up on Google, hit a what that junk called? Hit the Nigger Baby. That was actually a game that was played called Hit the Nigger Baby. You can go to images. That was actually a little like a game they played, bro. See if you can read. Yeah, see what the words on it. See if you can read that. That's actually a game.
In the early 1900s, the most popular game at the fair was Hit the Nigger Baby. This is where people would throw baseballs at taller African Americans. This is the history they don't give in school. Today, I'm the teacher.
They had a game called Hit a Nigger Baby. They actually got that game still to this day. But you know, you ain't hit no babies. But when you go to the fair, they actually got a game where you throw the ball into the hole. But a while back, it used to be a face right there. Look at that. If you don't think they gotta pay for that, I'm going to tell you. That's madness. Oh, wait, where do you think alligator bait come from? When they fed that babies to alligators, they use our babies as alligator bait. What type of crap is that? What type of crap is that? But you had another precept, babe. Come, man. So Lord willing, this video was edifying to brothers and sisters, man. And Lord willing, my next video I'm gonna get into the dang, Satan. I'm gonna get into the Willie Lynch letter, man. A lot of our people don't know about the Willie Lynch letter, bro. The Willie Lynch letter was. I'm gonna get into it through the spirit, but Lord willing, I can the most I, put on my spirit to make that. I really want to get into the Willie Lynch letter, man. So Lord willing, I can come back and get into that letter a little bit to show you how the so-called white man separated our people. So with that, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. We say Shalom, enjoy your Sabbath. Enjoy your Sabbath. Shalom. All praises, man.